All right, where are you? Are you still up?
Yeah, I see it up here.
Okay. Am I still sneaking? No, I'm not sneaking.
Depends.
Wait a minute, why am I getting red marks?
Where at?
It was in here somewhere. Weird. Like you know how you get the red glow on the ground if you're being...
Smart enough to poison their blades.
Oh, you might have walked through like mud or something like that. Like your feet.
Okay. All right, I'm here. So that was Karlak's story. I think that basically at this point, he said meet you in Baldur's Gate, and I think Baldur's Gate is kind of like where you end up at the end of the game, right?
It is, yeah, it's the third act of the game. There's 3 acts right now.
So basically, we're done with Karlak's kind of story for now. For now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was pretty cool. I actually quite thoroughly enjoyed her story. She's a bit of a hoot.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I quite liked her. All right, I don't know. What's your thoughts? What do you think we should do now?
So if we look, we can check out the journal.
Yeah,
There's a couple different options.
There's a lot of exclamation points. So we could, if we did the main quest, right? We would want to go and ask the Goblin Priestess for help. We've learned that a goblin tribe is led by a priestess with powerful magic. Dealing with goblins is risky, but that might be one way to cure ourselves. Is that the one that we had a chat with and we basically persuaded to let us go through?
No, I think we got to go further in.
Okay, but that's where she is then. That's the Goblin Fortress is at that Blight whatever, right? That's where the goblins are holed up.
I think that town that we're going through will lead us there.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is like that's the Goblin lair, that whole area, that zone. Okay.
Yeah, that's where the
Goblin Town.
They're all hanging out.
Yeah. We could get help from Auntie Ethel. We could go chat with Auntie Ethel. Meet the eccentric old lady in Emerald Grove. Now, she was pretty cool, actually. Right? Or we could get help from Healer Nettie, but she already tried to help us with her stinging poison twig of death, and that's complete already. So
it depends on what you consider help.
Help, yeah. So those are the main quest lines. So there's personal quest, embrace your potential. Explore the powers the parasite gives you. Now, I have worries about this kind of thing. It's like if the more you use something, the more it takes hold of you, and maybe it could accelerate whatever whatever's happening, which may or may not be a good thing. You know what I mean? Something. This reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is. It's another story of. I might have been a book series that I read. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. But it was where if the more you use something, the closer, like it would get you out of trouble, but it would also bring you closer to a bad state. Right? That's what I worry about with this illithid stuff. Does that make sense?
I know what you mean. It's like a muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
we don't want that muscle growing
it,
too strong in our whatever, So we save the refugees. So basically investigate Kaga. And we found the note of the swamp. And save the first druid. So we could go and search for Halsin at the goblin camp. They already let us pass through there.
Yep, we could do that. The other thing is we also have the ability to go look for the stuff to implicate Kaga, right?
Yeah, the investigate Kaga. You mean go to basically the note about the meeting in the swamp?
Yes, we could try that too.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff we could do.
Find the night song. Dwarf Brian, a map leading to the night song.
Night song will be further down the line. We'll be adding stuff to as we go to find it.
And then finish the masterwork weapon. Daughter of Darkness. Continue traveling with Shadowheart. Wow, Daughter of Darkness. She doesn't strike me as a Daughter of Darkness. So that's the Shadowheart path, right? Then the Fiery Friend. That's the. Okay, so that's of course that's Karlach. This is Will. And then there's Githyanki. I'll be honest with you, she really kind of rubs me the wrong way. Then the Pale Elf. So this has to do with Astarion. We could maybe look into that, but no. Continue traveling with Gale. So these are, we'd have to pull in some other, experience some of the other guys. And then these are all the completed quests that we have. So I think we should go and investigate Kaga.
Yeah. So, and one thing is, as we progress through the game, some things are going to be a little different. Shadowheart. I get the feeling that Shadowheart is the main character of the game. Like that's how the game was built.
Really?
So like, yeah.
That makes me deeply unhappy.
Yeah, you'll make a custom character, but it very much feels to me like Shadowheart was the main character of the game when they were putting this together.
I mean, there is the mysterious artifact. Where is it? I've got it on me. Right?
Yeah, so we have that. We don't need her to finish the game, but like hers is the only story that has quite a bit of content in each act.
Right.
Maybe
Okay.
I'm not saying that right, but
no,
it depends. Like if
she's got all the earmarks of being a main character.
Yeah. Now I'll be honest. Her build is terrible. Like her trickery build.
Yeah.
And so if you were to want to bring her along as a cleric, I would highly suggest re-rolling her.
All right. Cool.
I think everybody does at this point. Like, because a trickery cleric is very difficult to fit into. Like being used within the game, to be honest. At least I had a hard time.
Are you watching Karlach?
Yeah.
She's basically vibrating out of her body.
Yeah, she has to keep moving.
She gotta keep. She's like, I'm moving. I can't stop. I can't stop. All right. Let's go in. Well, we could do that, but no. Let's go down. I think we want to go south. We want to go investigate Kaga toward what?
There's something else I just realized. If you go to your map,
I'm on the map.
We're not too far away from us. We have a conversation with Zevlor.
Yeah.
That we can do.
All right, we'll talk to Zevlor.
We'll
talk to Zevlor. Now that's inside the druid thing, right?
It's inside a different part that we haven't opened up yet.
Okay, let's go.
So we have to.
It's through this little hole down here.
Yeah, there's a little door here that we can go through.
All right. Let's go. In we go. Secluded chamber with bear thingies and like different stuff and okay. Who's this? Oh, that's Zevlor. Oh, and Tilsis. All right, Zevlor, what have you got?
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child.
Anytime.
If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence.
Yep.
Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
That's why we need to go get Halsin, right? Oh, then why don't you get rid of her? You need to cut your losses and run.
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
Oh, mercenary? No, I'm not a murderer for hire.
It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss.
All right. So
No,
basic.
sir. But if there's a clear
Hang on.
path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I was just listening to the chatter. So basically, Zevlor, he wants us to go and kill Kaga. That's the Zevlor solution. I like the Halsin solution. If we go get Halsin, then he can talk or like maybe do something about it. Or we could investigate Kaga. I think we've got multiple paths through this, and I don't really want to take the let's go and murder Kaga path. Because the rest of the druids would not understand, right? We would need to prove to the rest of the druids that she is a dark druid, a shadow druid. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they're not gonna believe us. They're just gonna like think that we're just, we murdered their leader, and they're not gonna be very nice to us. They're gonna be very unhappy. So, I think we should go and investigate Kaga.
I think so too.
Shall we transport to
There's
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's a ladder up here.
What? Where?
I was looking around and I'm like, there's like a set of cliffs or like little tiny stepping walls or whatever.
Where are you?
I'm inside. I'm still inside the place with Zevlor.
Let's see.
Oh boy. You could have told me that before I half left the druid compound. All right. Where are you?
So,
let's see.
Go back to where Zevlor is.
Yeah.
And then
We're civilians now, remember?
With
Oh.
respect, sir, being a Hell Rider is for life. They can't take...
They can.
I mean, the landscape is very pretty up here.
Changed things. Best we get used to it.
Yes. Zevlor.
You went up the ladder?
I did.
I saw this from below, by the way. Who's Larixa?
I need a quick
Lacrissa?
word.
Like,
Used to
I've
think
not
the
chatted with her
goblins
yet.
would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Not with attitude. Fight and win!
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Why would I gamble with you? Like, what's the point of this?
I mean, we can't lose. If she dies, she can't collect. Right?
How are you going to take my gold if you're dead?
Oh, I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us.
I mean, why not? What do you think?
Let's go for it.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
I mean, if we meet her in Baldur's Gate, I'm happy with
So
that.
many ways to die.
Right? Like, that's fine.
I mean, that means we both survived.
Basically, yeah. Okay, nothing up here.
Looks like there's jumping puzzles over here. There's a way to climb up over here.
Okay, let's do it. There's a chest.
Anything of use?
Gold and an antidote. Antidote to what? I don't know. It looks like it's a
gold's-
dead-end road from here, though.
It overlooks the area where Karlach was.
It does, doesn't it? That's where Karlach was down on that little where that blood pile is. Okay. I don't know if we could go. This is kind of a dead end, right? Like I'm not just me that sees this.
Yeah, I think it is. Like if you look at the map, you can kind of see where there's like the areas that we can actually go. That kind of give you a border. You see how it's like a.
Yep.
It's a different color.
Clarity versus darkness. There's these lines around the areas where we can. Oh, I can make a marker. Oh. Okay. All right. Are we jumping? We're jumping.
Ooh, there's somebody over here.
Coming.
I was just checking to see if there's anything over here, like, anything.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
That's a friendly-looking shadow?
Bryna and Andric.
Where?
Over here.
Oh.
Time to press ahead.
Yeah, there's the fish, the plate where I got the fish that's going to feed us later.
I don't know.
They're distressed.
Shite.
Well, I jumped into some vines. Can you guys get down here?
Me too, by the way.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step
Oh, it's
closer.
Darian's talking. That's
A strange
not what we
symbol
wanted.
glows marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Oh! Raise a brow, you are impressed. What happened to your friend? Medicine, I could lick deep. Hang on. Oh. You vote illicit?
Yeah, might as well. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Basically, I have to not roll a 1. I rolled an 8.
Good job.
Hooray.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured, and I wasn't thinking.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head.
Hold the stairs. See what happens.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yep.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. Mind the true soul. He will. He.
You can see that coming.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
We have
He's with the Absolute.
we have a rep
Reverse.
A
absolute.
true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
First of all, the absolute, isn't that like the evil, the great evil?
I think all we know is that it's the absolute right now.
Yeah, but it's like a cult.
I mean, the symbol the same. It was the same symbol that was glowing on
The
that
goblin.
goblin's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. It has to do with the illithid. So, let me make a supposition here. Just pause for a second, okay? Everybody's mystified by the fact that we haven't turned into mind flayers yet, right?
Yep.
And we're meeting a whole bunch of other people that seem to be similarly afflicted to us, right?
Correct.
These other people that are similarly afflicted to like us, they all presumably have the little mind flayer tadpole in their brain. And they're all adherents to the absolute. Correct? Except for the ones that got scooped up in the ship like us.
Yeah, so for the non-party members at this point, that I would say that's correct from
Right?
what we've seen.
So, I would say that the illithid, the mind flayers, are working for the absolute. And they are using the tadpoles to make recruits, like super soldiers. I'm just guessing. And if the Nautiloid hadn't crashed, we would be just like these people.
Yeah, it's quite possible. The interesting thing is that the illithid use these tadpoles to create more illithid. Like, that's the normal.
That's typical.
process.
Yes, that's their breeding way. Yeah, that's how they reproduce. That's correct. But that's not how it's working here. So they're using the same mechanism, but to create adherents, cultists for the absolute. In other
There's
words,
definitely a possibility.
there's something going on here we don't understand.
I agree.
Okay? So, do we play friends with them and pretend that we're part of the absolute? In other words, say true soul, or explain the yeah, or do we basically if we question or say I'm no true soul, or question true soul, or ask for explanation about the absolute, right? Then they're going to see that we are not part of their group. Right?
Correct.
And what's the first rule of a cult?
I'm assuming what you're going for is to shun outsiders.
Yes.
In this case, kill them.
Yes. Or whatever that means, right?
Yep.
Right. So showing, like, having that shared whatever, and them assuming that we're part of their little crew, but then showing them that we may not be the safest path.
I guess it depends at this point, because we know we want to get the things out of our head.
Yes. So we need to understand
know-
more about it.
Yeah, now we know we have the Druid Grove and stuff going on, and the goblins have been attacking. So based on what we've seen, we can surmise that the Absolute and the goblins may be connected.
Yes, that's correct. And
so do we want to be able to walk freely in both places? Or do we want to be fighting our way through one of the places?
Well, I think that we would want to be walking. We could lean into it. I guess that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, if we play along, then we get to walk around and we don't have to fight our way through everything.
Okay, so if we skip the whole discussion of the true soul and the absolute, we could basically say, perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for Druid Halson. Or why are you out here? Or what happened to your brother exactly?
Yeah.
Or what's your instinct telling you? Because this is now you're controlling this conversation. So.
Yeah, but it's also your game, so I want to make sure we go the direction.
I have
you wanna
no
go.
problem with you having some autonomy here. This is not my game, and we're playing this. So
4, 5, and 6 would be I would not do 1, 2, or 3 myself. I would do 4, 5, and 6.
that's what I'm thinking.
For me. I'm kind of more interested in what happened to
The brother.
to the dead guy.
I agree.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
What's an oil bear?
Oh, an owl bear.
I know, I'm kidding. You need to find the beast and avenge your brother. These fugitives. Tell me more.
You can also scroll down on this one.
Oh.
Sometimes it's hard to see that scroll bar.
Okay, so actually, I don't mind saying, basically forget the owlbear. What about these fugitives? Basically, pump them for information, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
So that's why it was good not to ask about the true soul. Okay, so basically they're looking for us. Right?
That seems to be the case.
Now, we can either confront him and say I'm a survivor of the crash and basically force a confrontation and just kill them, or not.
Yeah, I guess they are calling us fugitives.
Oh, if we tell them that we're like who they're looking for, they're going to try to take us in. Or they'll report our location. Or they'll report a description of us. Or. None of which are good unless we can either A, murder them so that they never speak to anybody, right? Or we just set them on their way without anything. But what I was more interested in is if we could pump them for information.
Yeah, so we could either do the Halcyon route, or we could go, let's go avenge your brother.
No, I'm not interested in killing that owlbear. That's their problem. I really don't care. The owlbear's fine. There's nothing in it for us to kill that owlbear, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, either we basically, I'm looking for Halcyon. How about that?
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't know any druids.
Oh, that's quick.
Forget the owlbear. You're still alive, so go. I think that's probably either that, or do you want to confront them?
And just leave Ed?
Yes.
I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
Bye.
Bye.
The Absolute. They follow the same god as that wretched goblin, Sazza.
Yeah, it was
Seems as though
Sazza.
the
That's right.
Absolute's attracting followers from all kinds of places.
Yeah. Is that guy got anything?
Astarion wants to talk.
Oh. I'm stuck in this stupid twisting vines again. Okay.
You have to just keep trying to walk out.
Okay, can you bring Astarion over to us over here, please?
Time to press ahead.
Okay, I don't want to walk back in there. All right, let's talk to Astarion. He says now is not the time, but I want to talk to you.
That's confusing.
Yeah, that is a bit confusing. What's on the body?
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Well, that's its little wiggler inside. His little wiggler's trying to speak
Your
to
limbs
us.
move of their own accord.
Yep.
There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
We could either welcome the tadpole. This is what I'm talking about, Dread. Okay? This is like it's like the deal with the devil. You get these powers, but they have a price. There's nothing's free, right? Let your body guide you. Welcome the tadpole. We could either try to resist the tadpole or force your mind shut. You will not be influenced by the enlithid parasite. I don't have a lot of strength. What do you think? Lean into it?
You know, I'm all for leaning into it. I'm one of those people. It's like, you know what? If this thing is gonna be a problem, a parasite for me, might as well use it until we get rid of it.
All right,
But
let's find
it's up
out.
to you.
Let's find out. Oh, there's the parasite. Am I gonna have two now? Am I gonna eat this? What am I gonna do? I put it in my pocket, apparently.
You're gonna pocket it.
Things abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
Another option now is you could actually go ahead and what do you call it? Speak with dead if you want.
Oh.
So right above where it says sorcerer, I think is a speak with dead symbol. So the tabs at the bottom there, where it says common, sorcerer, and items, right above sorcerer is, I think that's speak with dead. The blue ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's got pretty eyes.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Edwin, a true soul.
I think you only get 5 questions, if I remember correctly.
I know. I wanted to go down this path, though, right? So, if I start asking about what's around here, that doesn't get me where I want to go. Who chose you?
The Absolute. The Almighty Goddess.
Like, do we want to use this as an opportunity to learn about the Absolute? Oh, okay. What can you tell me about the Absolute? What do you think? Or do you think he knows about something valuable around here? We don't care about that, do we?
I don't know. I like valuable things.
What about what were you doing here?
That works.
Looking for her weapon.
Oh.
The Absolute.
What do you know about this weapon? Or do you want to know about anything valuable around here?
I'm good with either one.
Crashed from the sky. Taken by infidel.
Oh, that's us, by the way. We're the infidels.
Yeah.
Is there anything valuable around here?
Ending.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Bryn and Andric were the two, right?
Yep.
Should we have killed them?
I don't know if they had anything valuable or if he considered them valuable.
Oh.
To the families. I'm not sure how that played out.
That is entirely possible.
I'll take that.
All right, well. I think we learned something. I'm not sure what. Apparently the weapon was the nautiloid, right?
Yes, it was on the nautiloid.
Yes. So it would be a person?
Oh yeah, there's a shaft of a broken spear on this guy.
Let me ask you a
wonder
question.
if-
Hang on.
Oh, good.
Take a look at my screen.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
Yep. I mean, there's something inside of it. Right?
Well, it was on the Nautiloid, right?
Yeah.
That was on the Nautiloid. We don't know anything about it, right?
There's Shadowheart's little toy.
Well, she knows she's the daughter of darkness. Right? Was it daughter of darkness? What is the absolute? What is the absolute? You tell me what the absolute is.
As far as we know, just a cult leader.
The absolute is darkness.
Yeah, but
Absolute.
Shadowheart just follows the god of darkness. Like, she follows Shar, and you could, and if you look at her, her, what do you call it? I think it says that, if I remember correctly. When you look at her,
all right.
Information.
Take the fun all out of my postulate, my whatchamacallit, my testing information and trying to understand what's going on in the world around us. All right, that's cool. I don't know. I'm just forming ideas and theories.
Oh, no, and it's great because the game will keep you thinking for a while. It'll throw you some curveballs too.
Yeah, you know that Starion's not following you, right?
If not over.
Yeah, I forgot to group them again.
All right. Where are we going? We are going. We wanted to go there. Hang on. Save the refugees. Return to Zevlor. No, I think that's a dead end for now. Zevlor just wants us to kill Kaga. I think we should go and investigate Kaga. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can also jump to the Blighted Village if we want to.
Why?
Because that'll take us to the path, I think, south. We go south from there to investigate Kaga.
We can't get there from the Nautiloid. That's right.
Yeah, I was looking at all the
on my
stuff
way.
There.
We're here.
Now the other question is, do we want to long rest?
Right here in the middle of the Blighted Village? Sure, we could do that.
We'll go back to camp for that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing. All right, I think you're right. We need to long rest. We are injured. We are in need of something. Now, what I need to do is basically go to long rest. Okay. And then, what is this?
A cutscene.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Who? Hello. Hi.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, aren't you a luscious thing? And who the nine hells are you? Should I do the luscious one?
Go for it if you want to.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power.
Oh, I got
unruly,
disapproval,
and
by the way.
Leash needs a yank.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
By Will?
Somebody. I don't remember.
Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Heartless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Get to the point, devil. What do you want? We can't kill her, right?
Probably not. And I think they follow the D&D rules where when you kill a devil in this plane, it just goes back to its
so it's not going to be dead.
Layer of hell or whatever.
We could either get basically probe for more information, which is what I was trying to do when I went with the Luscious path. I was trying to basically probe for information, but apparently that received some disapproval by some members of the party. Get to the point. You better not lay a damn finger on Karlak. I've heard enough. You're not leaving this place alive. I think you better not lay a damn finger on Karlak. What do you think?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, do we want to go the hostile route, or do we just want to
get to the point? Okay.
The point?
I was leaning that way. I was kind of thinking that
reminder.
Too. Debating between the two.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What? Oh, dang it.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will,
don't forget,
our pact still stands.
Ta-ta.
Okay, so... right. Let me think.
Twist.
So so that was what Will was talking about when he talked about the price that he had to pay, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay, we need to talk to Will. It looks like we need to talk to Karlak. Apparently we no longer need to talk to Asterion, even though he wanted us to talk to him before. And...
yeah, it's strange.
Gale wants us to talk to him as well. We can talk to Karlak. Let's see what she has to say.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man, maybe the best of us. I mean, that was a pretty upright choice, right?
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
You guys should bunk up together. Sounds like you'd get along. Oh, Shadowheart wants to talk too. Okay,
yep.
Let's talk to Will.
Got some dialogues to go through.
We do have some dialogues to go through. I'm going to talk to Will next.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'm not going to...
Frontiers, that's explaining it to you.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, Every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
All right. What are the terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
All right. So he's, that's, again, stand up. He's willing to pay the price for his choices. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what Gale has to say.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
What? All right, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder.
I'm being
The way you got
buttered.
Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
I'm feeling buttered. Are you feeling the butter? I'm being buttered. All right. Gratifying to hear. Enough with the flattery. Where is this going?
I was being quite sincere, I assure you.
Disapproves.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Okay. What kind of your illness causes you to consume raw magic?
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway.
Okay.
Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Okay, where do you suggest we find this artifact?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession.
The spider orb thing?
You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
What is the item? Do you know? We don't know, do we?
It's just a magic item that you have on you that he can consume.
Oh. I don't know what I have on me. I have the crossbow. I don't mind giving up the crossbow. It only cost 80 gold. Right?
Yeah.
Do I get to choose?
You do get to choose. But if you go into the menu and you don't choose, then it's as if you are refusing him, not like, oh, I don't have the item in my inventory. So you have to be careful with that.
All right. I assume that this is something that I want to do, right?
Yeah, if you want Gale to stick around.
Yeah, okay.
If not,
this is good to know. That means I just have to remember to keep a couple of magic items on me to feed to Gale every once in a while, right?
Yep.
All right, happy to help. Whatever.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
I can't help just now. Bear with me, please. No. I'm just gonna give it to him. Oh, Karlach has the gloves of heroism. She's not wearing those, is she? That's the special magic gloves. I can give her those.
The ones that... Yeah, give him those.
Yeah, that'll
you can't use them.
Yeah.
And then hit the X.
Thank you.
I have never heard of whatever it is that he's got.
Oh, that hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. How do I know the real monster isn't you? Perhaps now you'll tell me what this is all in aid of. I could either ask him that, or I could basically say, okay, good. Should I pump him for information, do you think? I'm not sure.
Either way.
Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
All right. Okay. Don't mention it. You know what? Let's just wait till the next time.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Okay, that's fine. We know more about dealing with Gale now. That's the important thing. All right, there was one other person that we needed to speak with. It was Shadowheart. Oh, this should be interesting.
Yep.
All right, Shadowheart, what have you got to say for yourself?
Something's wrong. I feel...
The absolute?
It hurts. Darkness, protect me.
Are you hurt?
No. I'm fine. Forget it.
No. What was that all about?
I don't know.
I'm not going to enter her thoughts. The last time I did that, it was like a breach of trust. Could it be her tadpole? Ask her how she feels.
I'm fine. It's past whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
And stop looking at me like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sprouting tentacles just yet.
Not yet. Okay, I don't think we're going to get any more out of her unless I use the wisdom. Right? Illicit. Actually, it doesn't even say illicit. It just says wisdom, doesn't it?
It does. You're right. It's up to you. You can push on it.
I'll push.
Oh, damn. It's a high difficulty class.
Okay, that failed. All right. We didn't get anything out of it.
I'm not sure I'd use inspiration.
Not for an 18.
Such a high roll.
Stop! If I want to tell you something, I'll use my mouth. Understand? Fumble in my head again, and I'll gut you.
Uh-huh. I'll gut you. Shadowheart.
I didn't see you disapprove there, so...
No, I didn't either. That was interesting, wasn't it? Like, why...
It was.
I didn't see I didn't see... I have no idea. You know, dude, you really are quite bright. You are not hard to find in the shadow of the night.
I am not.
All right. Do we want to sleep?
Real. Yeah, let's sleep.
All right.
Oh, I have to... Sorry.
Now, auto select. Oh, we got a 40 out of 40.
There we go. There we go.
Full rest. Anything happening? Nothing. I love the... Oh, doggy! Autosave successful. Oh, I've got a frozen... Oh, doggy's here! I need to be able to speak to animals. I think I need to... I think I need to drink a potion to talk to him, don't I? Oh, no, somebody knows how to talk to animals. Isn't it Karlak?
Yes, but...
I should speak up.
That means that she'll actually be...
Gale,
you know, you'll be using her roles and
keeping
everything.
all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end.
Yeah, but you couldn't use it. All right, I'm going to talk to Scratch. Everybody approved of that, by the way. Now, I could use my potion. I don't think that needed any explanation. Do you?
What do you mean?
He wanted. He came. We gave him pettings, and he's happy. What more do you need?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're probably good with that.
Yeah. I mean, I have one, I have 2 potions of animal speaking. Should I speak to him?
Go for it if you want to.
Yeah. It'll last all day.
Yep.
I'll talk to him.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
All right. I'm going to give him another petting. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? I don't know if there was any other dialogue that I missed, but that's good enough for me. Don't need more, right?
No, I think you're good.
Yeah. Now, what's the plan, Stan?
So do we want to pick this up next time and go see what we can do about Kaga?
I think that's probably what I was kind of thinking as well, by the way. Just so you know.
I think that works.
Okay. Do we save at the camp, or do we go back to the Blighted Village?
Might as well just save here.
All right. All right. Well, I think then we'll just wrap it up here, and then we'll save off after. So I think this was pretty cool. We got a lot of the storyline. I knew that there was storyline in this game, but there's a lot more than I expected.
There's significant storyline. There's a lot of side quests. There's a lot of depth to some of those side quests, and all of it's voice acted.
And well voice acted.
Yeah, most of it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the quality of the acting. So, I mean, they obviously got some top-notch people to do the work. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to wrap up then, as you say. And, yeah. So, thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, y'all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye. Say bye, Dread.
Have a good one.
Bye, all.